Oh, man, Brother Day by Kurt Franklin. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker. I know you got a good word this morning.
Good morning, Ricky, and good morning, everybody. It's going to be a brighter day, and absolutely. You know, the Bible says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And sometimes when we really understand faith, we go on to read that verse 6 when it says, without faith, it's impossible to please God. Because when you go to God, you got to believe that God is, and he's the rewarder of those who diligently seek him. I want to tell you today, when you pray, you got to believe that thing is already done. Sometimes we pray, and then we're anxious and we're nervous and we can't sleep, and it messes our whole day up because we're wondering whether or not if God's going to do it. But let me tell you something. When you pray, you got to believe that thing is already done and posture yourself like it's done. Story is told of people that were praying for rain one day, and they were going down this road praying to church for 40 days. And on day 38, there was no rain. And they saw a man sitting on the porch and said, maybe if you join us, maybe we all come in together. Maybe the rain will come. And the man said, I can't join y'all because y'all not praying in faith. He said, what do you mean? For 38 days, you've been going down to this church praying for rain. He said, yeah, but none of y'all taking an umbrella. And that's the word I want to tell you today. If you're going to pray for rain, at least take an umbrella and believe by the time you come back, it's going to happen. If you're going to pray for a new car, then sweep out the garage. If you're praying for a husband, then fix your hair like you believe he's on the way. I'm just telling you, you got to believe. Your day is going to be great when you start praying for a thing and acting like it's already done. Let's do that. That's what real faith is. Hope you be blessed.
Sir. Hey, that's a good word right there, Bishop Walker. We appreciate you jumping on with us every Monday morning. We absolutely love you. Let everybody know how they can find your sermons and how they can find your book.
Hey, I want everybody right now, real quick, I want you to go to YouTube. Check us out at Mount Zion, Nashville. Go online to josephwalker3.org and follow me on Instagram at josephwalker3. That's josephwalker3. Let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Love you, man.
Love you too, Ricky.
Yes, sir. Let's get into some Kurt Franklin right here. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is brought to you by Capital One. No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One, N.A. member FDIC. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi is dead following a helicopter crash. This is breaking news. Iranian state media reports that the Minister of Foreign Affairs and others aboard were also killed in the crash. Now, the helicopter carrying the officials crashed on Sunday as it traveled through rainy and foggy conditions. A spokesperson for the Iranian government described the helicopter incident as an accident. Now, ABC News reports that President Joe Biden was briefed on the helicopter incident, and the State Department is closely following reports. Speaking of President Joe Biden, he was met with silent protest as he delivered the commencement address at Morehouse College in Atlanta on Sunday, with a handful of graduates turning their chairs around after some students and faculty members voiced strong opposition to his visit over the president's handling of the war in Gaza. Now, in his speech before the president's address, valedictorian D'Angelo Fletcher called for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. Now, when Biden spoke, he directly addressed the issue, saying what's happening in Gaza and Israel is heartbreaking. Lastly, a poll of 2,000 U.S. adults uncovered that over half of Americans, 57%, are looking to spend more time outdoors than ever before. Researchers found that the majority of those who spent time outside said it relaxes them and puts them in a better mood and helps them clear their heads. Now, get this, 67 minutes outside is recommended to feel refreshed. And this is a great reminder as we continue to celebrate.
I agree. I agree 100%.
Outside, the sun, the wind, all of that. So try to get some time. Yes, mosquitoes, that part too. I'm Maria Moore. That's a quick look at news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Well, the NBA Final Four is set, ladies and gentlemen. Eastern Conference Finals, Indiana Pacers will play the Boston Celtics. And the Western Conference Finals, the Dallas Mavericks. And yes, the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the first time in 20 years, Timberwolves was down 20 points. They come back and defeat
Ain't no damn way
the
you're going to wake up and get on this radio and lie to these people about
dog.
Minnesota Timberwolves and came back after I done went in bed and pulled the covers over my shoulders.
Let me tell you something, dog. They were down 20, dog.
Rock,
I
went to bed, bro.
Yes, sir. Everybody
I woke up
did.
to a text message from my son that said, stop playing on my phone, sir.
No, sir. He was telling the truth, man. He was telling the
What
truth.
happened?
They came back. Shoot, they got Anthony Edwards. Your boy Cat Carl Anthony Towns woke up and he came alive as well. They started playing and said, we ain't over. I love it, dog.
God. I'm shocked. I woke up like, what?
Listen, man, this is going to be fun to watch. That Dallas Mavericks Minnesota Timberwolves series is going to be nice, man.
Man, I put that cover over my shoulders and turned that TV off and slid down in that bed and folded up. I was folded up last night, bro.
Hey, dog, let's get into it a little bit later on in the show. Pimpin' Brat, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next in the hot spot, American Idol Season 22 winner is revealed. I got the deets up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show rooms are going fast for my birthday beach blowout in Hollywood, Florida. Make sure you call your friends and log on to RickySmileyBBB.com to reserve your room today. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. The Imaginary Friends movie If topped the box office this weekend at $35 million, and that was a little bit lower than some projections. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes came in at second with $26 million, while the eerie horror film The Strangers Chapter 1 opened in third place and beat expectations with $12 million. Meanwhile, during Idol season's finale, singer Jack Blocker, Abby Carter, and Will Mosley competed for the top spot. But Abby Carter was named the 2024 winner after featured guest performers Bon Jovi, 2004 Idol winner Fantasia Barrino, our girl, and many others graced the stage. The finale also marked Katy Perry's last episode as an Idol judge alongside Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan. I wonder who they're going to get next to host American Idol. That thing been around for a long time.
Oh, my goodness.
Keep remixing it.
They do keep remixing it. All right, let's get to this subject real quick. I'm going to tap on it because we're going to hop into it later. But Sean Diddy Combs said Sunday that my behavior on that video is inexcusable. After CNN aired 2016 surveillance footage 2 days before that appears to show him physically attacking singer Cassie Ventura. The video shows him brutally slamming, kicking, dragging, and throwing objects at Cassie. Combs said he takes full responsibility for his actions. He said, I was disgusted when I did it, and I'm disgusted now. He said he hit rock bottom at the time, and later he started therapy and rehab. He said, but I make no excuses. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry. He makes no mention of Cassie in his statement. Los Angeles County prosecutor said Friday they could not bring a criminal case against Combs because the statute of limitations on the relevant charges has expired. So we're going to be talking about this more in depth later, y'all, in what's trending.
Hey,
Last but not, huh?
No,
you say?
I was just going to ask real quick if the Justice Department, could the Justice Department get involved and do something with that case?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a federal crime.
Oh.
It was a disgusting crime, but moving on, last but not least, we're going to talk about that one a little later. Alfonso Ribeiro said his iconic role in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as Carlton Banks was a sacrifice for his acting career. He said playing Carlton on The Fresh Prince became a sacrifice because it was one of the greatest roles I was ever fortunate enough to play, but it also was a role that stopped me from acting again because people couldn't see me as anything else. The sacrifice was not having an acting career anymore. He said he's currently co-hosting Dancing with the Stars with Julianne Hough and after winning season 19 in 2014. He said, I'm enjoying being a host and I'm very happy with it. But yes, I would go back to acting if it was exactly the right thing. So he wants to really still be an actor, but who else can see him but anything else except Carlton?
Yeah, isn't that sad though when you get typecast? I mean, you just can't do nothing else.
That's how Steve Urkel is.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Jaleel White. You will see nobody but Urkel.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can't stay in those roles long. You just have to get in and get out.
Yeah.
But
then it becomes your job.
Exactly.
And people love you, and then you start getting more money as you get more, episodes and more renewals for seasons.
He should have played in a real dramatic kind of a role after that. that would just
totally
kind of
opposite
strip
of
him.
what. Yeah.
But if they had that role for him to play him.
Yeah, I think he was trying to audition for those kind of roles, but they weren't taking him serious.
Yeah, because they see Carlton.
Speaking of rolls, they don't sell those Granny Smith rolls no more at Kroger's. Never mind.
We're talking about different kind of roles.
Sorry, Samantha.
The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold you. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time for Rock T's joke of the day. Yeah. All right, Rock, let's go.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Smell mop.
Smell mop. Who?
You almost got it, dog.
What was supposed to be?
Say, man, hold on.
Rick.
Hey, Gary.
What?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Smell mop.
Smell mop. Who?
Maria? Maria.
Smell my poo.
Oh, it's supposed to smell my poo.
Yeah,
Ricky.
Ricky. Mm-hmm.
I don't even see 5-year-olds doing that joke.
Say no.
Special K, Brent, y'all don't have any?
Oh,
I got nothing.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Olive.
Olive who?
I love you.
say, man.
Too. Oh.
That was worse than poo.
Hey.
Becoming a bad influence, Roxy.
Oh, man.
that was real nice.
Knock,
Brett.
knock.
Who's there?
Hatch.
Hatch you.
Bless you.
Oh, jeez. Knock,
Make
knock.
it stop. Make it stop.
Please, Jesus.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, who's there?
HR.
HR who?
HR says kill this segment.
Oh, Jesus.
Speaking of which, we got man law violations with Special K. Man law violations coming up next. You don't want to miss it, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Those were cute jokes. Special K, what up?
Oh, yeah, it's Monday, so it's time to get your manhood in order. Every man from age 14 to 94 need to be listening right now. Super Dave, can I get some appropriate music? Fellas, I'm just doing this as a public service to make sure that you always have your manhood intact, all right? So let's start with this one. As a man, you should know that when your woman catch you in a lie, you have to ride that lie out. Don't you ever not ride it out. You got to ride it like a bucking bronco. No matter how many times she say, just tell me the truth and we'll be okay. Do not believe it. Do not believe it. You will not. Trust me, the truth will not set you free. Now,
if she don't leave that, she planning. She start planning to leave.
Oh yeah. It's nothing but problems from that day forward. The minute you admit that you lied, you can't be at Waffle House and split a waffle with another man.
No, you can't eat nothing off his plate at the Waffle House. The Waffle House itself too small.
Especially if it's a blueberry waffle. It's just something that make it even more.
Waffle House too small to be doing stuff like that. Can't eat off your chick plate.
Splitting and asking the waitress to bring you another plate because he gonna cut the waffle in half.
It's too small. It's too intimate. You already
do
too
all
close.
that. Do all that.
And two men can't sit on the same side of the booth. Get on.
Wait a minute.
You don't have no choice now.
Yeah,
you don't have no
that's
choice
another
now.
one. Two dudes cannot sit on the same side of the booth.
No, sir.
Me,
unless
comedian
it's only
Sean Jones, Tony Tone, Ray. We went to the Waffle House. It was packed. We ain't have no choice. We was hungry.
No, dog.
I was gonna say
give a damn.
the asterisk is if it's four dudes eating together, then you ain't got no choice.
No, dog.
But
two go to the front counter and two go to the booth.
Rock, if it's four dudes together, you ain't got no choice.
Man, me and Uncle Bruce go to the Waffle House all the time.
We had to put we had to put a rule book out on that one. Here's one that ain't no question about though. If you hug another man, y'all zippers should never press up on each other. The hell is y'all zippers touching?
Won the NBA Finals.
And on that same note, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you see your homeboys fully exposed manhood, one of y'all has to leave that room blind or unalive.
Right.
There's never a reason, ever,
why
you should see another man's exposed situation.
Locker room after a game is you on the football team. That'd be.
And even then, your eyes supposed to be at eye level.
They got a whole red
you
tape.
Be looking
down.
Yeah.
Eyes
what
up.
Looking down for?
Yep.
If you're putting lotion on your feet and legs after a shower, you got to have your drawers on first.
Got to. Got to. Boy,
you
preaching this morning.
Butt naked.
Man, tell the people.
Hey, don't point your toes when you're putting lotion on your feet.
Tell the people what they need to know.
Even when no one's in the room?
I don't care if ain't nobody in the room. No, you got to put your underwear on first.
And don't go in between the toes if you're in the locker room. You can do that at home.
And if you're on the bed on the phone talking to another guy, you cannot be laying on your stomach with your feet up, rubbing each other.
Super Dave be doing that, don't he?
Yeah, he do.
Y'all been in my bedroom?
Okay. Somebody.
You ever take a nap that lasts so long you gotta get up and get ready for bed? That ever happen to you? You're like, oh, it's almost my bedtime. Why y'all ain't wake me up? Y'all know I don't like to be late for bed.
Hey, that's comedian extraordinaire, my sister Adele Givens.
Hold it!
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Don't miss Gary's Tea Party at my birthday beach blowout, August the 9th through the 11th. And listen, y'all, this year we have moved it to Hollywood Beach, Florida. And you need to get your friends together and book your room now. It sells out every year. So make sure you go to RickySmileyBBB.com. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Diddy is being accused of more depraved activity, y'all. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that a Grammy Award producer is claiming that Diddy tried to force things on him that he just was not going to partake in. Now, the producer claimed, y'all, that Diddy harassed him back in 2011 when he and French Montana were working on music together. Now, according to this producer, Diddy came out and just did expose himself, let's just say, to the producer and told him that he wanted him to partake. And this guy said that he was living. He said Prince, y'all, who had worked with the likes of French Montana, Waka Flocka Flame, and Julian Marley, took on Instagram, and they had to share a story, y'all. But they're saying, y'all, that they described the time back in 2011, y'all, when they were speaking to Diddy about this deal that was involving French Montana and whatever. And he said Diddy made a pass at him and stuff, and they said 13 years, honey, and I've been exposing this man, and no one believed me until now. The producer spoke out. He said, quote, I told everybody that at Diddy was a hashtag ban back in 2011 when he made a pass at him. He said no one believed me. He said Diddy tried to blackball me because I didn't. But before investigating, he said he didn't know my roots, honey, with the music industry and Suge Knight. He said what goes around comes around, and I'm still here. He said y'all seen the video. He said y'all should have listened to Add Tupac word to 50 Cent, y'all. So I guess, did Tupac say something? Say something about Diddy back in the day? I mean, I don't recollect that and what have you, but this guy is speaking out about it and stuff. But we're going to definitely, y'all, get more in depth with this, y'all, honey, later on in the show. But it's a situation that people wonder what's going to happen to Diddy. But I mean, you know, Diddy may go home, honey, and continue resting in his mansion like he's doing right now. And it's just a sad situation, y'all. So we're going to... it's just something. So we just gonna pray. Move it.
It definitely ain't gonna get better for him, Gary.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I think some more coming out, bro.
Well, but money buys a lot of stuff. You can pay a lot. You can pay your way out of a lot of things and stuff. So, you know, he definitely has unlimited coins, y'all. But, hey, we're going to see how this turn out. All right, Kendrick Lamar, y'all, they say he's making big money moves, baby. And they say from that doggone that Drake diss tape. Now, it's being confirmed, y'all, that he, y'all, the former TDE rapper and his family, y'all, will be moving to Brentwood. And they say, baby, he dropped $40 million on a luxurious mansion in Los Angeles, Brentwood neighborhood, y'all. They say he bought the luxurious mansion from Viet Dien and his wife, Jennifer Ashworth Dien, y'all, who paid only $19.5 million for the house back in 2019. Now, they said Viet Dien, honey, is the former chief legal and policy officer at Fox Corp, y'all, the company which owns Fox News, y'all. This beautiful mansion, y'all, is wonderful, y'all. They're saying that, you know, Kendrick, he's an American rapper, songwriter. and he's often regarded as one of the greatest rappers of all time, and he is the only musician outside of the classical and jazz genre to be awarded the Pulitzer Prize for music, y'all. So congratulations to him, boy. Wow. When you can start buying these people mansions, these big wigs mansions and stuff like that, I guess your coins are really thinking, I guess that this tape maybe just helped him out, push it over the board where he could go ahead over and buy that mansion. But, it's amazing though how, we get to buy, people's mansions, and do people of non-color move into African Americans' mansions when they move out of them? Do anybody know? Because I don't know how that works. But congratulations, to Kendrick Lamar. All right, the color of the day, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color of the day, y'all, is sun prune. On the high end, you say sun prune, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark purple. That's your color for the day.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T.
Yeah, this is Jimmy Woods calling from Daytona Beach. I'd love to wake up my beautiful wife, Chantel Woods and Jackson Woods. Have a beautiful day. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Blast in Chattanooga, Tennessee, saying, wake up, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Wake up, Highland.
My name is Big Heavy calling from Durham, North Carolina. I want to shout out to the Rickey Smiley Show. And wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Alex from Birmingham. I want to say good morning to the co-workers at T-Mobile and the kids at Kermit Johnson Elementary. Ooh, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up. If you listening on your radio. Gang of city tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Kansas City, wake up. And Columbus, wake up. Cincinnati, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. West Palm Beach, wake up. And Greenville, wake up. Come on, Jacksonville, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate that, Brett. Gary, what you got coming up?
Coming up next week, I'm going to be expanding your vocabulary with this week's word of the week, honey. Next week's Smiley Morning Show.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T.
B-I-C-T-H.
Job. J-O-B.
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
All right, you already know what it is, man. It is Monday time for time to expand your vocabulary with Gary with the T in the clue today, but it's Gary's Word of the Week. Gary, good morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Ricky. Good morning, y'all. I mean, the word of the week today, honey, it's a fabulous word. I've heard it a couple of times, but I don't know if I ever used it in a sense, but I'm going to definitely do it today for y'all. Okay, this week's word, y'all, is loquacious.
No,
What?
I'm sorry. Loquacious.
It's damn it loquacious.
No,
It's pronounced L-O-Q-U-A-C-I-O-U-S. Loquacious. Qua is cute.
No.
Brett, how is it pronounced?
Loquacious.
It's
Well,
loquacious.
you did a bad job with the phonics because he is pronouncing it qua. Q-U-A would be pronounced qua.
Qua.
For quay, you should have put a W-A in there so that he would have the phonics.
I didn't think I had to break it down that hard, that
well,
deeply.
I mean, it's a
Thank
team
you.
effort.
You do.
Jesus.
Nah,
Okay.
I know damn well that say loquacious.
What is the definition?
But it is
Okay,
loquacious.
the definition on it is an adjective tending to talk a great deal, talkative, and in a sense, as a part of my job, it helps me to not be what? As part of my job, it helps to be not only flaming and what kind of.
The sentence is properly constructed, Gary. If
Ricky,
you would
did you
take
see
your
this damn
time,
sentence?
Gary, take your
Let me
time.
see.
Take a breath. Take your time. Read the sentence.
As part of my job, it helps to be not only flaming and effeminate, but also naturally loquacious. Kind of.
It's loquacious. It is. It's
loquacious.
Oh my God.
No, it's loquacious for him.
Yeah, it is. It's all right.
Loquacious for us.
Yeah.
But it's definitely loquacious for you. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is Monday. Chicken and waffle mix going down with John Lyon on the ones and twos. John, what up, boy?
I'm good, but you don't know, just kicking off the week with straight energy inside the mix, man. And of course, hit me up on the gram at JAH Lion Sound.
JAH Lion Sound. Appreciate you always.
My pleasure, man. No.
Hey, y'all, that Dust the Dawn party gonna be hitting at the Rickey Smiley Birthday Beach Blowout.
Yo, we gonna wear everybody out, trust me.
Hey, I know you gonna sleep all day and mix all night. Yes, sir.
You already know.
Yes, sir. Bring your house shoes to this party because we don't stop until 6 in the morning. Then we're going to get right back up at 8 and eat breakfast and go on about the day. No sleep, baby.
I thought.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, who is this?
Hey, cuz, I'm downstairs at the security desk. They let me use the phone to call up here because for some reason, my key ain't working. When I match my key on the little key thing, it buzzed red instead of green. I need somebody to come down here and let me up so I can come to work. Appreciate that. Send somebody down here.
Wait a minute, you in the lobby?
Yeah, I'm at the security desk. They let me use the phone because I tried to match my key on the key thing. Would let me upstairs and it keep going red. So I don't know what's wrong with it.
Well, you know, Rick fired you last week, so they turned off your key fob. It don't work no more.
Huh?
You remember you got fired last week.
Yeah, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Cause I had a dream. I swear I had a dream I had got fired. I swear it was so real. Like, it was so real. Like you said, you fired, but you fired. You ain't got no job no more. But it was so real. But look, can somebody come downstairs?
What all happened? What all happened? Let's talk about that for a minute. What all happened in the dream? Go verbatim. Was you by yourself?
No, I was dreaming. I had spent the night with this girl. I was at the Super 8, and I had spent the night with this girl. It was good. Had it good. My boy Pancake had came to pick me up, to take me to work, cause he said, "Look, Black Tom, you got to go to work next month." So he came pick me up with a whoop. That thing I know, I called you, said, "Hey, Shadow, I'm at the Super 8, I'm gonna be chilling right here for a minute." And he said, "You fired, Shadow, you fired. I done had enough of you. You fired, Shadow, you fired." It was just like, it was real, like you were real mad, like you were really saying that, Shadow. But then I come to work this morning and my key don't work. That's crazy.
Yeah,
what Pancake say in the dream?
Pancake, hey, shawty, Pancake was like, "Hey, cuz, you know what I'm saying, y'all? This ain't finna happen like this. You know what I'm saying? Every weapon form against me, say not proper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the video of iniquities. Like he was doing like scripture. He was doing like
what was that last scripture?
He said the den of iniquities and everything and whatever, woo.
Talking about the workers of iniquities.
All of that. He was saying all of that, shawty. I'm talking about, but his dream was so real, shawty. It was so real. Like it really happened, you know what I'm saying, shawty? But anyway, can you send somebody down here to see why my key don't work?
Black Tony, that did happen. That wasn't a dream.
Huh?
That was real life.
Wait. Yeah. So what you trying to say, shawty? I'm saying,
bro, you ain't been to work, bro. You ain't been to work, man. And a lot of people been advocating for you on Facebook, man. They've been blowing our phone up, bro.
What are you saying? So somebody gonna come down here and make my key work or whatever? Like, what we doing, shawty? What is we doing? Like, real talk.
Do you want to come to work or do you want to go home? What you want to do, Black Tongue?
Shawty, I want to come to work, shawty. But you got to unfire me.
Go ahead, Rick. Unfire him, dog.
Man, I'm putting that pressure on me, man. Hey, why didn't you tell him to come to work? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just get tired. You just get sick and tired of getting sick and tired. You feel me, Black Tony? No, you don't feel me. Right.
Shawty, all you got to say, just like you said, you fired. You just got to say, you E-riff.
Say what?
You can just say, you E-riff.
That's fired backwards.
You E-riff.
What happened was I drove all the way up here to get a Plan B. And I like to come to this store because in my neighborhood, they always locking the Plan Bs up because people keep stealing them, like me. This store, I can steal as many Plan Bs as I want. And I'm only saying it on the camera because I didn't steal it. So when I go in here, I come and get a Plan B at least every other day. I need one every other day. I don't want any more kids. I walk inside the store, right? Reach up there, try to grab it, and then the lady yelling in a wheelchair, she on the little aisle talking about don't grab it because the associate is about to help her. Get up and get it yourself if you want it. I'm not finna not get the very last Plan B on the shelf just because you can't walk. I did not know people in a wheelchair, upper body strength is so strong. That lady pulled me down to her level and started doing my head in. I didn't bully nobody in a wheelchair. She beat my
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, this segment is being brought to you by the Rickey Smiley Birthday Beach Blowout, August the 9th through the 11th in Hollywood, Florida. Hey, y'all can fly into Miami. You can fly into Fort Lauderdale. Listen, you can fly into Dade or Broward County airports. All right, the Diplomat Beach Resort, 4-diamond rated by AAA, relaxation, celebration, inspiration, live music, pool parties, barbecue, Greek festivities, and more. Go to Rickey Smiley at BBB.com right now. Gary, good morning.
Good morning.
Yep. Oh, what's in your mouth? What's in your mouth?
Choked up.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's excited, honey. Deion Sanders is definitely, y'all, gearing up for a new game, y'all, with the birth of his first grandchild, which is soon approaching, y'all. Now, his beautiful eldest daughter, Miss DeAndre, y'all, honey, and the king of R&B, Jacquees, honey, announced that they were expecting y'all back in March. Now, y'all, they have revealed the child's gender to be a baby boy, y'all. Yes, honey, they say Coach Prime, honey, was not able to attend the reveal back in Atlanta, y'all, but was seen celebrating his grandson via FaceTime. Now, it's been reported, y'all, that throughout the video posted, honey, to YouTube, they're saying Sanders discusses his excitement around welcoming his first child, reveals, honey, Jacquees, honey, has been in charge of picking the name, y'all. So she's going to let Jacquees, y'all, pick the baby name so far, they're saying. Now, they said, quote, "It's only one name, honey, that he did mention that I actually really like, and it's unisex." That's what DeAndre said. And I said, honey, I was going to wait until I know the gender to start picking names, honey. But the one that he did mention, y'all, she said she actually really liked it. So, y'all, they're saying that DeAndre said that she also has plans, y'all, to travel to one of the Colorado games to support her father and brothers with the baby by her side. Now, after her mother, Paula Sanders, revealed that she flew at only 5 days old, honey, she shared her desire, y'all, to head to the Coach Prime building. Now, she said, quote, "Honey, I don't think I'll do 5 days, but at least I know, honey, I can fly under a month. I'm already going to miss the first Colorado game, y'all." Isn't that amazing? Baby DeAndre, honey, is having a baby, and they're saying that DeAndre and Jacquees, honey, are definitely, honey, they appear to be over the moon, honey, you know, and they had, some trouble deciding what the terms. Huh?
You said Jacquees?
Yep, Jacquees, honey. That's who she's pregnant with, baby, for Jacquees. Yes, honey. And they're saying, she said she's gonna let them pick the name, but she said, "But wait a minute now, don't he raised the stakes, at least they said, by asking for the child to be named after him." And I'm sick of these women naming these baby boys juniors. No, give them child their own identity. Let them have their own identity. So nobody want to be named Ricky Jr. Let them children name.
Man, that's so messed up.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a junior, man. Nothing wrong with continuing that name, Jack.
It's continuing the legacy.
Yes, sir.
You continue the legacy with the last name, huh? We're gonna do it with the last name, and that's why she said she don't know if the baby could be a junior because she's not married. So that means the baby's not gonna have his last name, evidently. So
really,
yep. So that's what she said.
Not the last name.
No, because that means so he can't be a junior. He can't be a junior if his name is Jacquees Sanders.
Oh, so she's gonna keep the baby under here. Well, I mean that's a personal choice.
Yeah,
under her dad.
She made it clear they not married. She said they ain't married, so the baby ain't gonna have the last name until they get what?
Put a ring on it.
Yeah, put a ring on it. Then the baby could have your last name, and he could be a junior then. But until then, honey, no. So, all right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Baby Sweetie, honey, she said, baby, she may be an icy girl now, but baby, today things weren't always so fabulous, honey, for her. And we definitely know that. She did an interview, y'all, recently, and they're saying that the USC graduate revealed, y'all, that she was homeless, honey, after leaving college. She said, quote, "I remember, baby, I was too proud, baby, to tell my friends and my family that I had nowhere to stay." She said, and I was literally couch surfing today, but it was cool because people always wanted me around. She said, I didn't have to worry about having a place to stay. My homegirls knew, honey, what was going on, but I never, honey, wanted to take up space in somebody's house, honey. She said, so I would, honey, keep my closet in my car. And I know a lot of people do that. A lot of people live out their car. A lot of celebrities said that they had to live out their cars and stuff, what have you. She said, but while others were moving, honey, into the job force, she said, baby, she said she was making the tough choice to go full throttle after her dreams of becoming a rapper. Y'all, isn't that nice?
I've been doing it for the last 8 years.
What?
Living out of my car.
Really?
I ain't got no house.
Really? Oh.
You know what I get paid here?
Oh, yeah, I guess. So that living house, y'all believe that? Did anybody know anything? Rick, you know anything about that? I thought he was going on the road with you. He getting pennies.
Who?
Rick, Special K. He said he living out his house.
He ain't know I've been living out my car since 2013.
But you know what? I have a lot of respect for Sweetie because she's related to Gabrielle Union. And she could have used that celebrity connection card, to advance her career. And that's one of the things that she said she didn't want to do. She wanted to get out and be famous and do her thing on her own merit. So
they like cousins?
Yeah, they're like cousins or something like
but
that.
But how close are they?
They're related, yeah.
I
mean, they related.
That. Oh, really? Well, congratulations to her, honey. She made it. She's making it now. And, she ain't homeless no more. So a lot of big producers said they was homeless and stuff like that, and stuff in their cars. And now they living in mansions.
Sometimes you got to go through it.
Yeah, you definitely do so, y'all. And then my quick for free story, y'all. They say as the divorce proceedings continue, Jeezy and Miss Jenny Mae custody battle over their 2-year-old daughter, baby Miss Monica. They say it's heating up. Jeezy filed a motion to alter their mediated agreement for parenting time, starting with, honey, my honey isn't making the process easy. Now they're saying, y'all, that the two honey have been battling it out, y'all, ever since then, ever since the stuff went down. They say more recently, after Jeezy filed a motion to receive full custody of their daughter, Miss Jenny Mae came with receipts, baby, of abuse and child endangerment. She said it looks like Jeezy is going to tit for tat as he heads back to court. Now they're saying this time he cited issues with their child custody agreement. And they're saying, according to Radar Online in recent filings, the Atlanta rapper requested the court, honey, to vacate or alter the current mediated agreement on temporary issues between the estranged couple. Now in the court document, they say Jeezy stated that Miss Jenny Mae honey is weaponizing his love for his daughter in order to get what she wants from him. What's weaponizing? Like using her as a bait?
Basically, yeah.
Really?
Using her to back at him.
Oh my
God. A lot of women do it.
Really? Lord,
get mad at the man or vice versa and try to weaponize with the child. That absolutely goes on.
Yeah,
hey, Gary, I would really like to shout out Randy and Kelly. My neighbors, they had a little girl last night, and I posted a picture on RS Comedy. I'm just always happy for somebody bringing these kids into the world. They've been married about 2 years.
Yeah, Randy.
So, yeah, so you can look at it. But just say something nice on RS Comedy. What were you about to say?
Yeah, Brad said what'd you say, Brad?
I'm not going.
You're not going to do it? I'm sorry, Brad. But Randy and Kelly, we know that we met them. Oh, okay. All right, let me see.
They need to have a conversation.
All right, baby.
Your baby melanated.
Yeah, they might want to talk.
Yes, it was either from him or her.
Congratulations. She texted me this picture and asked me to put it on, just to congratulate everybody.
Congratulations, son. We love Kelly and Randy.
Yeah, be nice.
Yes. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is sun prune. On the high end, you say sun prune, and on the lunge, you say beautiful dark purple. That's your color for today. My Lord.
That ain't his.
Yes, he is.
No, it ain't. Look at his face.
Maybe it's the neighbor who she sent the picture to.
He like, say, man.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Most people on social media have seen the viral and disturbing clips that surfaced over the weekend of Diddy's violent physical attack of his then girlfriend, Cassie. Here at the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, we do not condone any type of physical abuse of women or men, and our hearts goes out to all victims of domestic abuse.
Yeah, Ricky, it's really a devastating situation. Allegations of assault between the two have been circulating in the media for months now, and there's finally video evidence that 100% proves that Diddy is guilty of physical assault allegations. Videos were released of Diddy slamming, kicking, dragging, and throwing objects at Cassie Ventura. He took to Instagram to say his piece and apologize for his actions, and here's what he had to say.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life But sometimes you gotta do that. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I had to go into therapy, go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
So that's what he had to say. Cassie's lawyer spoke out in response to his apology, saying Combs' most recent statement is more about himself than the people he has hurt. Various other people, including Diddy's former bodyguard, a close friend of Cassie's, and many celebrities have spoken out in Cassie's defense. And some are sending him prayers and hoping that meaning Diddy, can overcome this situation. Meanwhile, Los Angeles County prosecutors said on Friday they could not bring a criminal case against Combs because the statute of limitations on assault charges has expired.
Oh, wow. So this morning we want to know, what are your feelings towards the footage and the apology? What do you think should happen next? Gary, what are your thoughts?
Well, when I saw that video, honey, I was devastated. I'm like, I cannot believe that. And, people saying, people out on social media apologizing to Cassie and say, well, Cassie girl, we sorry that we thought that you was just playing and you just went out for a payday. Like he said that she was, all the people, these people are. But it's just ridiculous. I mean, excuse me. It's ridiculous and it's sad. And my thing is also when they said the statute of limitation didn't expire, and then he come out with the apology and what have you. You coming out with an apology 8 years later, why you didn't apologize when that first happened? I mean, but you got caught, and this is why you got to apologize. But it's a sad situation, though. And I mean, he needs to go to jail. I mean, they put R. Kelly in jail. I mean, they put all these other ones that did in jail. And yes, we are empathetic with him. He's praying to God because, black people will put God in something after, you get caught or whatever. But he needs to go to jail.
Maria, what are some of the comments that stuck out in some of the public figure responses to this incident?
Well, I was reading some of the comments under his apology video, and, when Diddy made the statement, these were some of the darkest times of my life. And I saw a young lady post under the comment, no, these were some of the darkest times of her life. And, it kind of makes you wonder, and this was also a comment that I saw a lot, would you be as remorseful had that footage not come out? That footage came out, and that happened in 2016, but there was also a rape allegation in her complaint against him that happened in 2018, which was 2 years later. So I feel like, an apology, like real repentance, is change behavior, and it's too early. Yeah. You think, there's allegations of him doing this for decades. So how do we know he's going to change? I think everyone has the right for redemption and everything, but it's really sad, and it was hard to watch.
Do y'all think any more videos or
absolutely
footage out there?
I think there's going to be more. I think there's going to be more.
And it was more beatings, too, that we hadn't seen.
I think the hotel should also be held accountable for not reporting
well, apparently,
an assault that happened.
They were paid off.
They were paid off, but isn't it your responsibility?
What person accepted
I think
the
that
payment
should be investigated.
That's what you got to figure out.
And a lot of people don't realize Diddy, when he books his hotel rooms, allegedly he books the entire floor. So I think
evidently he did.
In that video, I think he was on the penthouse top floor, and nobody else was on that floor except him.
No, it was a sixth floor. Well, I don't know what hotel they was in. I don't know that
the Intercontinental, according to sources.
Yeah, I mean, because I know one hotel, it don't have a whole lot of floors, so it could have been. It was the Intercontinental. Where is that?
Yeah,
in L.A.
In L.A.
Oh, wow. All right, y'all get at us, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm calling from Baton Rouge. And my comment about this whole Sean Puffy Combs mess, he is decades late of an apology. And for what he did to Cassie in that hotel and all the other things that he did that we never knew of, all that's going to come back on him. His apology is no good. He's wasting our social media time. Plum double in disguise.
My name is Lisa, and I'm calling from Greenville. And my comment about the Diddy situation, I feel like he shouldn't have done that. And now more that the video has been released, this just puts more coal to the fire for him.
Yeah, I'm calling out of Charlotte. My name is DJ Dirt, and listen, if that shows that right there on tape clear as day, I mean, come on. there's not much reason to believe he didn't do it, all the other stuff, especially when they accuse him of the same type of thing. But that was crazy.
Hey, I'm calling from Painesville. I don't believe his apology. He can keep that. The only reason why he's apologizing is because there's physical evidence. There's a video showing he did it because he ain't apologized for nothing else he did.
Coming with the P. Diddy situation is I think that we all should not be out here judging. I think we as a whole, as the black people, need to get out of this stigma of tearing each other down. We need to support each other and lift each other up. All we doing is doing what the other color want us to do. We never hear the rock community, music community, we never hear the country music community downplay their people. But it's always the black community.
I understand what you're saying, but not when it comes
Not
to
in
this
this
one.
situation.
Not when you beating somebody
situation,
down.
but she
Come
right.
on, man.
Yeah, we ain't telling you tear yourself down when you do stuff like that, I would say.
Yeah.
What you say, Gary?
No, I was saying, I mean, bless her spirit, honey. I mean, like you said, we understand what she's saying.
You know, I just want to just put this out there. You know, I hear a lot of black men complain about black women, you know, oh, I'm a boss and I'm hard and I don't need a man. And when you look at situations like this, like where are black men protecting us? You make us hard. You force us to be hard because we're not protected. And to see so many black men comment that, you know, oh, forgive them, and I'm not saying I'm not God, insane. Right. but like protect us.
But there are a lot of black men out here that are protecting.
They are protecting, but I'm just saying it doesn't feel good to see any type of comment where this behavior, like you're rooting for somebody, like give it time.
I think the men like you work with, me, Ricky, Brock T, we protect our daughters. We protect black women around us. You know what I mean? But it has to multiply by the millions in order for y'all to see it and feel it. And we don't support people like Diddy who do the things that he's done. We don't support that.
I know, but I'm just talking about just as a whole.
Right.
When I see those comments, because there's a comment from someone that I know personally that I respect, and for him to say, "I support you, bro," I'm like, really?
Oh no.
He wrote that under the apology.
And I also want to go back to that lady that called in point or whatever. Sometimes, man, the music that we put into our bodies, the stuff that these black radio, and all of them are responsible. If you go listen to the hip hop stations or whatever, she's absolutely right. Country music don't refer to women as B's and H's and stuff. Now they got women calling themselves B's and H's, and it's a mindset and being trained and conditioned to be disrespected. I'm not making an excuse for anything, but we do need to change our culture, because it seems like everything that's wrong is right and everything that's right is wrong, and something is wrong in our culture as a whole that we need to start working on and we need to fix. I mean, hip-hop music got some nice beats and some nice hooks, man, but some of them lyrics, man, is just absolutely disturbing. If you couldn't get through, y'all hit us up, and y'all make sure y'all keep Cassie and any woman victim of domestic violence in prayer. Do we have an 800 number, Maria? Do you still remember it? If anybody going through anything like that and you need help,
we'll post it in the caption. Yeah, we just want to make sure we get it right. We'll post it in the caption on social media. We're putting this post on Instagram at Rickey Smiley Morning Show, and we'll provide updates there.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning, man. Happy to have you.
Good morning. Good to be with y'all. Man, listen, so there's a lot happening, and some of it seems like it's behind the scenes, but it's right here in front of us. We talked last week about Marilyn Mosby in Baltimore. Some of you remember her as the city state's attorney that took on the Baltimore Police Department after Freddie Gray. And she's been navigating her own challenges and is now waiting for a sentencing date, which is on Thursday of this week. Congressional Black Caucus, NAACP, Attorney Ben Crump, others have really come to her aid in the name of making sure that she is fairly sentenced. She is subject to get up to 40 years for simply taking money that was hers. And there's a lot behind the scenes by way of how she was targeted how many believe that this was a ploy to remove her from her office. But nonetheless, even President Biden has been engaged asking for a pardon. And so while some are fighting on the front of making sure that there's fairness in sentencing, others are asking for a full pardon. And so on Thursday of this week, y'all, there's going to be a sentencing hearing to know what happens. And during April Ryan asked during a White House briefing just last week where the president was on it, knowing that this has been received. But it was stated very clearly that they're not addressing individual pardon issues from the podium. And so we'll see if the president weighs in on this or not. All of this is happening while we simultaneously are dealing with more issues of police misconduct as the funeral of U.S. Airman Roger Forston took place last week. And a 23-year-old was killed after there was a disturbance and police were sent to the wrong apartment. So right now there's a lot of movement for the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, and we're going to see if Congress does anything. I think, Kay, we talk regularly about what has the Biden administration done, and we have to admit that President Biden passed an executive order to make sure that there was a push towards support of some of the tenets that exist within the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act in trying to create a gold standard for police accountability while simultaneously supporting police. So I'm curious, man, do you think that this Congress has it in them to pass a George Floyd Justice and Policing Act?
I do not, and I think they have no desire to do anything that even approaches anything that is beneficial to civil rights. And I don't think enough attention is being put on the fact that police immunity is something that that their party is seeking to put in place with it under another Trump administration. And I think that's a very dangerous thing for our community. And I don't think enough attention is being put on the fact that that's one of their major platforms is granting police immunity, and that would completely do away with the George Floyd.
Well, continuing police immunity, because we know that so for those of you that don't understand, one of the biggest challenges over the last 40 years in being able to get police convicted, whether it's on video, whether there's eyewitness, is that indemnified immunity essentially makes police it essentially
gives them free reign. It takes away any accountability on.
Well, no, but I want Kay, the important piece too is that police are given the right to use force that is consistent with their fear. And so if a police officer believes that they are in a certain level of threat, they have the right to use force consistent with what they believe that threat to be. And that creates so many challenges, especially when you get them in court and nobody is there on the other side to account for what did or did not happen. So this immunity piece, Kay, as you mentioned, is incredibly damaging, has been. Police unions have been the ones that have fought for this more aggressively than anybody else, and policymakers have supported it. So I think that you are right. I don't know what the numbers are. I'm going to be interested in researching kind of where they think this vote is. Is there any support on the other side of the aisle and what this looks like? But I think you're right. I mean, the GOP has been clear in just blindly supporting police unions in particular, because you have a lot of rank and file police officers that are in favor of accountability, but through collective bargaining and the unions, that kind of thing ultimately never happens the way that it's supposed to. Man, I've been struggling whether or not I want to talk about this Diddy stuff at all, but I think as I unintentionally had to see some of this video, I just want us to be really clear that we got to move beyond personality when it comes to any of this. We got to lean on, listening to what people have to say. We have to lean on waiting for proof. and evidence. And some of us should just be a lot more quiet about leaning to any side, as opposed to saying, wait a minute, how do we ensure that our community is safe from people who are violent against others in our community? And that's men, women, children, adults. We have too much violence taking place against each other. And then we deal with the personality of those in the violence versus how do we address a culture of violence that is allowed to exist too long. So I hope we can have that broader conversation and hold folks accountable versus constantly getting into the mix of a personality versus another. Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Let me know what you think. Y'all, love you. Have a fantastic Monday. And I'll talk to y'all on Thursday.
Hey, appreciate you, Jeff. It's Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 27 minutes after the hour, got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's brought to you by Tide. Turn to cold water washing with Tide Pods. When you switch from hot to cold, you could save up to $150 a year on your energy bill. Plus, Tide cleans great in cold. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Iran's president, Ibrahim Raisi, is dead following a helicopter crash. Iranian state media reports that the Minister of Foreign Affairs and others aboard were also killed in the crash. Now, the helicopter carrying the officials crashed on Sunday as it traveled through rainy and foggy conditions. A spokesperson for the government described the helicopter incident as an accident. Raisi's administration began an emergency meeting on Monday following the news of his death. And ABC News reports that President Joe Biden was briefed on the helicopter incident, and the State Department is closely following reports. Speaking of President Joe Biden, he was met with silent protests as he delivered the commencement address at Morehouse College in Atlanta on Sunday. Now, a handful of graduates turned their chairs around after some students and faculty members voiced strong opposition to his visit over the president's handling of the war in Gaza. In his speech before the president's address, valedictorian D'Angelo Fletcher called for an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. Now, when Biden spoke, he directly addressed the issue, saying what's happening in Gaza and Israel is heartbreaking. Lastly, a poll of 2,000 U.S. adults also uncovered that about half of Americans, 57%, are looking to spend more time outdoors than ever before. A nice hike, a nature trail, stuff like that. Researchers found that majority of those who spend time outside said it relaxes them and puts them in a better mood and helps them clear their heads. 67 minutes outside is recommended to feel refreshed. So you need to get a little over an hour of some fresh air and sunshine.
Refreshed and itching.
Yeah, itching. Get your off.
Damn mosquitoes, boy.
I love it. I love the outdoors,
get you some,
man.
Some damn skin so soft or some off.
Yeah. Because you have a big lawn. You be out there mowing the lawn too, don't you, Ricky? And out in the garden?
Cut the grass and out there watering. I got greens. I have tomatoes this year. I have garlic, potatoes, oregano, thyme. Just got everything.
Jesus.
Yeah, I have a nice garden this year. This is my first vegetable garden.
Oh, that's nice.
I do flowers every year, but I got a garden here. Yeah, Jesus.
Green acres.
All in that garden. Yes, sir. Right.
Green acres.
The place to be.
Well, you know, it's all a great reminder as we continue to celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month. Get out and get yourself some sunshine. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For updates and more headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Roxy, what's going on in sports?
All right, well, we got the NBA Final Four is set. Yes, Eastern Conference Finals will be the Indiana Pacers and the Boston Celtics. Indiana knocked out the New York Knicks, man. They just ran out of gas. They didn't have enough in the tank. Western Conference Finals, Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I said it. First time in 20 years the Timberwolves will be in the Western Conference Finals. Timberwolves was down 20 points. Comeback victory to eliminate the defending champs and send the Denver Nuggets packing to the crib. Now, this is something that everybody is going crazy on the internet, man. Social media post from NBA great Magic Johnson. He made an innocent comment about Steph Curry's mom. So, here's how it happened, man. So, Magic Johnson went to X, formerly as Twitter, congratulating Golden State Warriors superstar Steph Curry for winning the PWBA Magic Johnson Award on Thursday, which is an accolade to recognize players who display cooperation and grace in the league to the media. But he followed up that post with this one. By the way, Steph, I had fun hanging out with your mom last night at the Sparks home opener. But it was innocent. It was innocent.
Ran into her and they had a conversation.
Right. They just hanging out watching the game, dog. I mean,
magic.
But you know, the internet drug them to death, boy.
Yeah, that could have been took the wrong way.
It was taken the wrong way. It was, man, come on, man. You know Magic and Cook. It is what it is, man.
No, they ain't do nothing. Don't start.
No, they ain't do nothing, man.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
28 before the top of the hour, y'all. The hot spot is being brought to you by the Rickey Smiley Birthday Beach Blowout, August the 9th through the 11th in Hollywood, Florida. Hey, you can fly into Miami International Airport or Fort Lauderdale. Listen to Diplomat Beach Resort, 4-Diamond. That's right, 4-Diamond rated by AAA. Relaxation, celebration, inspiration, live music, pool parties, barbecue, Greek festivities, and much more. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you go to RickySmileyBBB.com right now. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Common is reflecting on his 90s beef with Ice Cube. He recently said that things nearly took a violent turn between the two after a conversation they had that caused tensions to rise. Now, Common appeared on a podcast and explained that he had decided to engage in a feud with Ice Cube because he felt the need to defend himself. He went on to describe how the situation almost went beyond the music, stating, "We had a little confrontation in Atlanta, and this was like 1995, and I was like, man, this could get ugly." Common went on to highlight the fact that this was happening around the same time that legends Tupac and Biggie Smalls were murdered over their rap beef. Now, he said at the time Biggie had just passed, obviously Pac had passed before him, and it was just like, man, you don't know who gonna do what around here. He says he says that it's love now, he said, because the beef was squashed. But can you imagine, like, Common and Ice Cube? Like, that's crazy. And then putting, like, Chicago against LA again, that is too much and too crazy. I just really hate beefs. I just feel like it's enough.
Why?
Well,
why
I guess now the way they're doing it now is generating money, and it's the beef songs are now going on the charts. But I just hate when people just go at each other's throats and then go below the belt and stuff like that. I just don't think that's cool to talk about people's kids and mothers and stuff like that.
Not.
Just keep it between. If it's between the two men, keep it between the two men. Y'all just dog each other. But when you start bringing in everybody else that's not involved and other people getting affected, I just think that's not fair.
Unless it's an old rapper versus a young rapper, and the old rapper went to school with the young rapper mama and they was friends.
Oh my God!
Because if he know her, then he could talk about her. But if you just, I'm just saying.
Yeah. We're gonna. Kay, I really didn't need your comments. We're gonna wrap up the hotspot on that note. But the time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. And coming up next, we got the praise mix down with the White Stone. What?
I just want everybody to make sure y'all go and say congratulations to my neighbors on RS Comedy. They just had a baby. Please, you know what I'm saying? Stop leaving all these nasty comments on that page. Can't be happy for somebody. Nobody leave no negative comment when you posted your brand new newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? People so damn messy. Y'all don't.
This is Mark Morial. I'm president of the National Urban League, and this is the State of Black America. In the month of May, we celebrate. We celebrate graduations and commencements and the accomplishments of our young people. Perhaps like me, you're attending high school or college graduations, maybe 8th grade promotional ceremonies, maybe even kindergarten promotional ceremonies. But it is a time to celebrate. For Black America, it is a time to recognize the great accomplishments of so many young African-American men and women. My own son is finishing this year from the University of Pennsylvania. He'll graduate cum laude and began a career in the financial services industry. My daughter will be graduating from high school, on her way to Howard University to study pre-med. Many of our nephews, nieces, people in our circle are celebrating graduations at Morehouse and Spelman and Xavier and NYU and so many other colleges and universities across the nation. What I hope this recognizes and underscores is, notwithstanding sometimes the media portrayal of young black men and young black women as being less than accomplished and less than great, that we will recognize that in our community, so many of our young people are talented, they're strong, they're ambitious, they're accomplished, and they run counter to sometimes the stereotypic narrative we see on Instagram, on television, and in the media. Our young people can compete, can accomplish, can do anything they set their minds to. And during this season of May, I ask each and every one of you to celebrate those in your family who are finishing a college, a university, a high school, or maybe even those young people who are just going on to the next grade in elementary or middle school or in high school. We have to celebrate the successes and the accomplishments of our young people. We have to encourage them to give all they have so that they can be the very best. We have to encourage them to be committed to community, to be kind and to serve, to be a listener as well as a talker. Our young people are great. In this May, the National Urban League and the state of Black America celebrates the strong young black men and women who are accomplishing and achieving and going on to the next level. I'm Mark Morial. This is the State of Black America. Follow me on all social media channels, on Instagram, on X, also on Facebook. And again, I'll see you next week on the radio.